Okay, here are all of my people. Oh, Adam, you gotta stay in here. All of my people. All right. Hello, my name is Bailey Webker, and I will be doing my presentation over abortions. So first I will give you a brief definition of what this means. It is the termination of a pregnancy after accompanied by, resulting in, or closely followed by the death of an embryo or fetus, such as a spontaneous expulsion of a human fetus during the first 12 weeks of gestation. So, the purpose of my speech is to let people know why it is important to be talked about and how much power abortions have and the different things that they help with, or the other side of what they can hurt with. So today I'll be talking about the history, the laws, the ethics, and the social impacts that come with the topic of abortions. All right, first, I will be saying if this is talked about, which I personally do not think that abortions are talked about enough, but when they are, people have so many different views that oftentimes they fight. As you can see, there's different protests, and a lot of the times it gets violent, and yeah. So in my opinion, I think abortion should be used in certain situations. So they should not be used as a form of birth control, because there is other options for that, and there's no point in going in with the procedure if you have other options and could use those. But it should be used for different things like saving the mother, if somebody was raped, or if you do not have access to those birth controls and this is a last resort that you couldn't take care of a child and you just cannot have it. Okay, so next I'll be talking about the laws. There are 12 states that have near total bans. Wisconsin and North Dakota have no abortion laws. 4 states have age bans, which makes it so the fetus cannot be aborted after a certain stage of the pregnancy. And then there's also, sorry, 1 second. There's also different things that have been talked about, such as abortion not being part of healthcare, and I believe that it should be. It is part of healthcare. I mean, you are having procedures done with your body that could save your life. There's also been many different legal battles that have been fought about different restrictions in the states, such as Roe versus Wade, which was one that was done in 2022. And this basically said that it is up to the states to determine whether it is legal to have abortions or not, which is when it came in that the states are all different, and some states you have easier access to it and some you have no access at all. And the Supreme Court has been taking this into conversations again to try and get the topic to be brought back up so that it may be changed in the upcoming election. So one thing that goes right alongside with abortions is the foster care system. In 2024, there's over 700,000 kids in the foster care system just in Iowa. Just in Iowa. Depending on the environment or just the people that you are with, that's environment, I guess. Foster care can be good or bad, but oftentimes it is overpopulated, which leads to many kids not getting the care that they need. We have many unfit parents bringing kids into the world, and then they have no place to go. They end up homeless. There is over 20,000 homeless kids in just the Midwest after they were let go from foster care at the age of 18. And this kind of goes into where I was saying that abortions could be used when there's an unfit mother because overpopulation. And foster care is leading to kids dying from being homeless or just not having food or care. So here's a little graph that shows the different ages and what happens like to teen parents. So on this, it is shown that there are, like, at age of 15, 16, and 17, the percentages of at-home abortions. So teenage girls killing their babies themselves, which often leads in them hurting themselves. And then the murder of children after that they are born. So they proceed with the full pregnancy, have the child then it is alive and well, and they kill it. And then just normal teen pregnancy and them following through with it. Here are different options besides having an abortion that are given and supported by healthcare. You could have the pill, which is just a pill that you take to regulate your hormones and do different things with those. The IUD, which goes in your uterus and does the same thing. Same with the shot. All of these just stop you from getting pregnant, basically. The shot, the implant, the patch, the vaginal ring, condoms, and then Plan B. Now the other side of this could be being against abortions, which people often... What are you laughing at? People often stand by this because they say that the fetus could be considered a baby and that it is murder. But what they don't understand is that it is still a clump of cells, and I mean, the baby, it's not a child yet, it's not born, it's not in the earth. And they could also be against abortions because it could cause the mother to have, long-lasting mental problems. But in the long run, this is up to the mother, and if that does happen, she did choose to have an abortion, and nobody put that upon her. So, in conclusion, I believe that abortion In conclusion, I believe abortion should not be used as birth control, but should be an option in healthcare for women in all states. It should not be the first option, but it should be something that they could be able to look towards. This can help society in many different ways. I feel if we have just one law instead of many different in the states, then people would stop arguing about it. Like, instead of it being Iowa can have abortions, but Minnesota can't, it'd be everything have it. And then there would be no fights. And it should be considered in the new election. So yeah, so basically all of the history, the ethics, the social impacts, and the laws all add up and sum up that abortion should be legal in certain cases and not used as a birth control. And sites and my sites for this.